प्रेम से सुमापति महादेव की जय, वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. Let us all stand, my dear friends, as we begin this beautiful night with worship and devotion to the divine Lord Bhagwan Shri Govinda. And as we stand all together with this beautiful family, we are about to now join as we wave the beautiful light and we begin Shri Krishna Aarti. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyaya Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namo Namaha. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Gananam Tva Ganapatihum Bhavamahe Kavam Kavinam Upamashravasramam Jesarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspatana Shunmanutibisida Sadhanam Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om na tatra subhate na chand tarakam nema viturbantikate magnihi tameva bhantum navati sarvam tasavasa sarvam viram vibhate. Om har nam parvati pate har har mahadev. Om jai Shri Radha Radha Radha. Om jai Shri Krishna Krishna Krishna. Shri Radha Krishnaya Namah. Shri Radha Krishnaya Namah. Om Jai Shri Radha Radha Radha. Om Jai Shri Krishna Krishna Krishna. Shri Radha Krishnaya Namah. Shri Radha Krishnaya Namah. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. On this beautiful night with the adoration to Shri Gopal. चंद्रमुखी चंचल चित चोरी सुगर सावरा सूरत भोरी श्याम श्याम एक से जोरी. श्री राधा कृष्णाय राधे. ओम जय राधा राधा. ओम जय श्री कृष्ण कृष्णा कृष्णा. श्री राधा कृष्णाय नमः. Shri Radha Krishnaya Namah. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Shri Radha Shri Radha Bhava Bharahari संकट मोचन कृष्ण मुरारे. एक शक्ति के आधारे. श्री राधा कृष्णाय नमः. ओम जय श्री राधा राधा राधा. ओम जय श्री कृष्ण कृष्णा कृष्णा. श्री राधा कृष्णाय नमः. श्री राधा कृष्णाय नमः. मंदहसन मतवारी नैना मनमोहन मन हरि सैना. मृद मुस्कावणी मीत बैना. श्री राधा कृष्णाय बोले. ओम जय श्री राधा राधा राधा. ओम जय श्री कृष्ण कृष्णा कृष्णा. श्री राधा कृष्णाय नमः. Shri Radha Krishnaya Govinda. Narayana 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 Shrimanarayana Narayana Narayana Shrimanarayana Narayana Narayana Shrimanarayana Narayana Narayana Shrimanarayana Narayana Narayana Lakshmi Narayana 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 Lakshmi Narayana 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 Lakshmi Narayana Narayana Narayana. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Vasudevaya, 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 Vasudevaya. वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. आसली जी सब लोग दरअसल टेक आवर सीट्स. On this beautiful night, my dear friends, on behalf of Bhaiji Mahesh and his entire family, the entire Govindsammy family, we'd like to take this beautiful opportunity to welcome each and every one as we say Aapko Swagat aur Namaskar karta hu sab log. To all the devotees who've come from far and near to join with us on this auspicious night, we say cordial welcome to each and every one. It's a beautiful night of prayer and devotion where we praise the Divine Lord in all forms and manifestations. And as we're about to begin this, the first night of 3 beautiful nights of Bhakti Gyaan Yajna, we'd like to specially welcome all to our Puja Pandit Bhaiji once more. We say special welcome. It's a blessing to have you with us as you would have started beautiful puja this evening to invite our deities, to the members of the Celestial Gandharvas, to the members of the Kirtan Mandali who sang earlier, to all other Mandalis who are here, to all the devotees of the various mandirs who have come to join us on this beautiful night. We are here to create once more the blessings of Bhagavan Shri Krishna in the heart of everyone. And that is why this time as we take this golden opportunity, we say Swagatam and Namaskar to all those who tuned in via Facebook, to all those who locked in via YouTube around the world. We specially welcome you to our Yajna. I see all the devotees who have come from all the way into Mary, Soos-like area. To wonderful Mom Sherry Maya, to you and all the devotees, we say Namaskar. To all Bhaktas, Bhaiji Rajan, as you're here with us from Trinidad as well, special welcome to you. As we begin this beautiful night, without further ado, everybody, let us all sit upright. Let us close our eyes so that we can begin with beautiful prayer, invocation mantras, as we invite our Lords of the Heavens to bless us. महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा या देवी सर्वभूतेषु दुर्गारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु लक्ष्मीरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु सरस्वती रूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा हरे रामा राम राम हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते As we begin this beautiful night, friends, we'll begin with worship to Lord Hanumanji, Pavanaputra Mahavir Swami. And after we finish this beautiful chant to Lord, we'll be performing the Guru Puja, while we'll have a wonderful bhajan by the members of the group. But at this time, we pay adorations to Mahavir Swami as we touch the feet of Pavanaputra. Ulyanya Sindhu Salilam Salilam यह शोक वहे जनकात्मजाया आजानते नैव ददालंकार नमामि तं प्राञ्जन्याजलेयं मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयुक्तमोक्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये ॐ श्री हनुमते नमः ॐ श्री हनुमते नमः ॐ श्री हनुमते नमः श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधार वर्ण रघुवर विमल जसु जोदायक गोपालचार बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरा पावन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मुहि हरहु कलेश विकार अंजनेय हनुमान जय वीर हनुमान अंजनेय हनुमान जय वीर हनुमान जय वीर हनुमान आंजनेय हनुमान जय वीर हनुमान आंजनेय हनुमान. As we begin these beautiful verses of Shri Hanuman Chalisa, let me invite everybody to sing along Jai Veera Hanuman Anjaneya Hanuman as we pray for blessings of Pavana Putra. Jai Veera Hanuman Anjaneya Hanuman Jai Veera Hanuman Anjaneya Jai Veera Hanuman Anjaneya Hanuman Jai Veera Hanuman Anjaneya Hanuman Jai Veera Hanuman Anjaneya Hanuman Jai Veera Hanuman Anjaneya Jai Hanuman Gyaan Yajna Sagar Jai Kapis Loka Ujagar Ramaduta Atulita Baladhama Anjani Putra Pavan Sutanama Mahavira Vikaram Bajarangi Kumati Nivar Sumati Ke Sangi Kajana Varana Viraj Suvesa Kanana Kundala Kunjati Kesa Hata Vajra Aur Dhwaja Viraj Kandhe Moja Jane Osaj Shankar Suvana Kesari Nandan Tej Pratapa Mahajagavandan Vidyavana Guni Ati Chatur Ram Kaj Karibe Ko Atur Kavi Charitra Sulibe Ko Rasiyam Ram Lakshmana Sita Manavasiya Jai Veera Hanuman Anjaneya Hanuman Jai Veera Hanuman Anjaneya Hanuman Jai Veera Hanuman Anjaneya Hanuman Jai Veera Hanuman Anjaneya. Everybody bolo सबको प्यारी सूक्ष्म रूप धरिसि हितिकावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जराव भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाए सजीवन लखन जियाई फिर रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाई रघुपति के ने बहुत बराई तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई सहस बदन तुम रोज सगावै अस कै श्रीपति कंठ लगावै सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीश नारद शारद सहित यम कुबेर दिगपाल जाति कवि कोविद कहि सके कहति तुम पुकार सुग्रीव ही केना राम मिलाय राज पर दीना. जय वीरा हनुमान अंजनेया हनुमान जय वीरा हनुमान अंजनेया हनुमान जय वीरा हनुमान अंजनेया हनुमान जय वीरा हनुमान अंजनेया. ओम श्री हनुमते नमः. तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना युग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लीलोताहि मधुर फल जानो प्रभु मोत्र कामिल मुख माहि जड़ लांग गए अचर जनाई दुर्गम काज जगत के दे सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे दे राम दुआरे तुम रखवार हो तना क्या बिन पैसारे सब सकल है तुम्हारी शरणा रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन ते समारो आप जिन्हों लोग हाक देखा भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे जय वीरा हनुमान अंजनेया हनुमान जय वीरा हनुमान अंजनेया हनुमान जय वीरा हनुमान अंजनेया हनुमान जय वीरा हनुमान अंजनेया. नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन पल पावे चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अश सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता सबर देन जान के माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दास जय वीर हनुमान अजनेय हनुमान जय वीर हनुमान अजनेय हनुमान जय वीर हनुमान अजनेय हनुमान जय वीर हनुमान अंजनेय। Everybody bolo as we sing for our Lord Bajrang Bali, we clap all together. Bolo. तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के जुग बिसरावे अंत काल रघुबरपुर जाए जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाए और देवता चित्तन धरहि हनुमत से सर्व सुख करहि सकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमिर हनुमत बलबीर जय 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 हनुमान गोसाए कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाय कुशत बार पाठ कर कोई चूट ही बंदी महासुख होए यहाँ पर हनुमान चालीसा कोई सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा वेदा सदा हरि तेरा की जयनाथ हृदय महादेव जय वीर हनुमान अंजनेय हनुमान जय वीर हनुमान अजय हनुमान जय वीर हनुमान अजय हनुमान जय वीर हनुमान अंजनेय 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 हनुमान अंजनेय अंजनेय हनुमान अंजनेय 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 हनुमान अंजनेय अंजनेय हनुमान अंजनेय 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 हनुमान अंजनेय अंजनेय। अंजनेय अंजनेय हनुमान 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 पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहो सुरभो पवन सुत हनुमान की बजरंग बली की जय। On this beautiful night, my dear friends, as we've taken the opportunity to begin our night with the Shri Hanuman Chalisa, once more on behalf of Bhaiji Mahesh, we say namaskar, his entire family, we say swagatam to all devotees. I see devotees who we've now come from with beautiful Yajna and Mahaika. Navita, to you and to the entire team that has come with you, we say special welcome to you all. Also Bhaiji Kusho, namaskar Panditji, blessings to you. And to all the devotees once more who've come to join with us, we say special welcome to each and everyone. At this time, before we go into our messages and our katha taken from the golden pages of Bhagavatam, we'll invite one of the members to give us a beautiful bhajan, and then we'll be having Guru Puja by Panditji here and Bhaiji Mahesh. So let me hand over to members of the group to give us a bhajan at this time.
दर्शन दो गणश्याम नाथ मोरे आँखियाँ प्यासी रे दर्शन दो गणेशा मन मंदिर की ज्योति जगा दो मन मंदिर की ज्योति जगा दो घट घट वासी रे दर्शन दो गणेशा मंदिर मंदिर मूरत तेरी फिर भी न देखे सूरत तेरी मंदिर मंदिर मूरत तेरी फिर भी न देखे सूरत तेरी युग बीते ना आई मिलन की युग बीते ना आई मिलन की पूर्णमासी रे दर्शन दो गणेशा द्वार दया का जप तू खोले पंचम स्वर में गूंगा बोले द्वार दया का जप तू खोले पंचम स्वर में गूंगा बोले आधारे लंगरा चल कर आधारे लंगरा चल कर पहुँचे काशी रे दर्शन दो गणेश राम नाथ मोरे आँखियों प्यासी रे दर्शन दो गणेशा पानी पी कर प्यास बुझाओ नैनन को कैसे समझाओ पानी पी कर प्यास बुझाओ नैनन को कैसे समझाओ आँख में छोले छोड़ो अब तो आँख में छोले छोड़ो अब तो मन की वासी रे दर्शन दो गणेश राम नाथ मोरे आँखियों प्यासी रे दर्शन दो गणेशा दर्शन दो गणेशा दर्शन दो गणेशा
Sound check one. Prem se Sumapati Mahadev ki. From everybody here today. Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki. Bajrang ki. Shri Krishna Kanhai ki. As we begin this beautiful night now at this time, friends, as we've now conducted Guru Puja, we are about to begin our beautiful night of devotion through the golden pages of Bhagavatam. But as it is said in our scriptures, before we can join in our scripture to enjoy the messages of our beautiful text, we'd like to take this wonderful opportunity to join in Sankirtana, a very powerful chant that everybody know. So I want everybody to sing along. For it is said with the Nam Sankirtana, Nam Smarana, by the constant repetition of our Lord's name, again and again. That is why we awaken the spark of that divine Lord within ourselves. God is omnipotent, omnipresent, and omni what? Jai Bhagwan. God is omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient. He's here, there, and where? Over there? Everywhere. We join in this beautiful chant all together. I know everybody know it, so let's sing along. Hari Sundara Nanda Mukunda, Hari Narayana Hari O, Hari Keshava Hari Govinda, Hari Narayana Hari O. Now by yourselves, everybody. Hari Sundara Hari Hari Keshava. Ek baar aur, and everybody all the way in the back. We're only here for 3 nights. Let's enjoy this energy. Vrindavan mein Hari Lal ki. Hari Sundara Nanda Mukunda, Hari Narayana Hari O, Hari Keshava Hari Govinda, Hari Narayana Hari O. Everybody bolo. Let us clap all together. Hari Sundara Nanda Mukunda, Hari Narayana Hari O, Hari Keshava Hari Govinda, Hari Narayana Hari O. Om Namo Narayana Namaha. बनमाले मुरली धारी, गोवर्धन गिरिवर धारे, बनमाली मुरली धारी, गोवर्धन गिरिवर धारी, नित नित कर्मागन चोरी गोपी मनहारी, नित नित कर्मागन चोरी गोपी मनहारी. Hari Sundara Nanda Mukunda, Hari Narayana Hari O, Hari Keshava Hari Govinda, Hari Narayana Hari O. प्यारे गाओ रे नाचो रे रास रचायो रे बोले हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओ हरि केशव हरि गोविंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओ. Everybody bolo. What hands tonight? One voice all together. Hari Sundara Nanda Mukunda, Hari Narayana Hari Om, Hari Keshava Hari Govinda, Hari Narayana Hari Om, Hari Narayana Hari Om, Hari Narayana Hari Om, Hari Narayana Hari Om, Hari Narayana Hari Om. Hari Sundara Nanda Mukunda, Hari Narayana Hari Om. Hari Keshava Hari Govinda. Hari Narayana Hari Om. Hari Narayana Hari Om. Hari Narayana Hari Om. The Maha Mantra of Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna Hare Bolo Krishna सबको Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare. एक बार और बोलिए सबको प्यारी. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. It is said deep in the forested region, according to the golden pages of Bhagavatam, it is said deep in the forested parts, there lies a wonderful great sage and a guru. A guru who stands for the world, but one day he realizes that life is not simple. In order to exit this beautiful world and to go directly to Bhagavan, then prayer is essential. It is said prayer is very important in this world. To begin our beautiful message, a wonderful question comes to mind. Why do we need to be here? Have you ever sat down to think about it? Why are you here? Have anybody thought like that? Let me see, put up the hands. Anybody ever ask yourself, what am I doing here? Few people. Have you ever faced some form of crisis? Maybe in your life you're having a financial problem, a medical issue, a relationship problem. Something is going on in your life and you ask yourself, but why am I really here? I am lost and I'm confused because nothing seems to be going the way I want it to go. Or maybe you have everything and everything is fine and everything is all right, but then you don't have a sole purpose. Or you don't realize to understand what is the reality of life and why I'm here. According to a beautiful sage by the name of Adi Shankaracharya, he started off by questioning the world and the people around him, and he started by saying, Kate kantaha kashte putraha yah samsaro vitiva vichitraha bhaj govindam govindam bhaj muramate govindam bhaj muramate govindam bhaj muramate. What is life? What is our purpose? Who are the people we meet every single day? Who are the ones? Tonight we have a huge amount of devotees. Who are the people next to you? You know anybody next to you? You all say no? You all know the people next to you right now? Yeah? Who is the person next to you? You neighbor? Yeah? Who is the person next to you? A friend? A spouse? A companion? A brother? A sister? Some relationship, right? Some relation is there. Or maybe I don't know them. First time I come on and see them, so I don't know them. I don't know who they are. Who are the people in our lives? Kate kanta kashte putra yaha samsaro vitiva jichitraha bhaja govindam. One thing that you know for sure in the world, that there is a personality. There is a being that is higher than us. There is a being that is more spiritual than us. There is a being that knows everything that we don't even know. There is a being that still needs to teach us to understand what is real and what is not real. What is there in the after? Is there an after or is there no after? Is it that when we die we just disappear into thin air? Or is it that when we die we have a whole scenario that takes place and then we have to come back in the world? There are many questions that come to the people of the universe and there are nobody to give the answers. But the great sages of the cosmos, they sat down and they closed their eyes and they sat down in deep meditation. And through deep meditation, they learned to control themselves. They learned to control their inner being. They had learned to control their five senses. They had learned to control the elements. And then going on further to control every aspect of the universe and to control when they want to live and when they want to die. How long they want to live for and if they're ready to leave the world. If you had the ability to leave the world at your will, when will you leave the world? If you had the chance to think and say, you know what, I want to live when I reach 50, when will you choose to live? And when will you choose to die? If you had the power to take your life when you were ready, then what would you do? It is said while the question of the universe lies there, today, it is said one of the key to our scriptures, to our kathas, to our pravachan, is for one to understand what life is about and why you're here. Our Guru says, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhajamo Ramate. Bhaju means what? Anybody know what Bhaju means? I'll teach you. Bhaju means to serve, to worship, to dedicate yourself to adore, to love. Love who? Bhaju Govindam. Who's Govindam? Shri Krishna. But what is Govinda? Govinda is a word that is broken in two according to Sanskrit. Like Ganeshwar, Lord Ganapati. Do you know that Lord Ganesha, the name in itself is broken into? What is it two? If you break the words into, what do you get? Gan, Ish? Let me tell you, according to Sanskrit, Lord Ganapati, Lord Ganesh is broken in two words. Gana, Ishwar. And then when you see Gana, Ishwar, the Gana with the E turns A, so it's Ganesha. It is said Gana, Ishwar is the Lord who is in control of the Ganas. Lord Ganesha's name means the one who is in control of the Ganas. Govindam, it is said Go and Vindam comes from two beautiful words. Go, Vindam. According to Bhagavad Gita chapter 15, it says Manashastani Indriyani Prakritishtani Karshati Shariram Yadavapnoti Achamur Kramatishvaraha. Go Vinda means the one who is in control of the Indriyas. Indriyas means the senses. Govindam means the one who is in charge of his senses. Do you think you're in control of your senses? In order to be able to understand this body, to live, in order to step into a car, be able to drive and reach somewhere and learn to open the door and walk out of the vehicle, you have to know the vehicle, right? You must know, well, in every car, the lock is be here, or the lock is be on the side like this, or maybe you have to press the button that says unlock or lock, and you need to know that vehicle in order to exit. In order to exit this body, you need to know the medium of where and how. And how do you learn that medium? Bhaja Govindam. Serve Govinda. Serve the controller. Serve the one who is in charge. If you're going to actually unlock, or you're going to start, or you're going to set up a vehicle, and the vehicle is a Toyota, you cannot take up the manual from the Toyota and go into a Mazda vehicle and say, I'm going to start this Mazda. It can't work. If there's a problem with your Honda vehicle, you cannot now take one of the Ford manual and go to fix that vehicle. Every vehicle has its own. We all are individuals in the world. But the one thing in common is that personality. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhajamo Ramate. You know something? Some people think, let me ask you this question. How many people pray every day? All the way in the back. You all don't pray every day? Alright, don't worry. How many people pray every other day? Randy, you why? Tomorrow we go have him in school. How many people pray once a week? Yeah? Just one person. How many people pray once a month? Once a year? How many people don't pray? Hey, no hands going up there. Jai Bhagwan. Prayer is essential for your life every single day, every single moment. But you know what? We have a job. We have children to take care of. We have a schedule. We have things to do. So we say, you know what? I'm not the pundit. You are the pundit. We can't pray every single day like you. But you know what? Even in the midst of doing everything, put God in every part of your life. Like back home, we will say, when you sit in the vehicle, maybe you're busy because you have to rush to work. But as soon as you sit there and you start the ignition, Jai Shri Ram, God first. When you start driving, Om Namah Shivaya, you start going. When you have a chore to do and you must sweep the yard, with every stroke that you take, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Put God as part of your everyday life and your schedule. When you're washing the dishes, put God in everything. With every dish that you wash, chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Put God in everything that you do. You don't need to have time to pray to God. You make time to pray to God. You make time to put God in your life and your schedule. Because you know what? There are Swamis right now in our Himalaya mountains. There are Swamis and Sadhus. There are Maharishis. There are Mahants. They are the great ones who are standing in the middle of the Ganga or the Ganges with their waist height of water. And right now with waist height of water, they're still praying from morning till night. And God didn't take them yet. Do you think our one day for the week is good? There are Swamis who are praying every single day, give up all the attachments. They have on just a little piece of loincloth and a chadar. And they're standing there and they're saying, Prabhu, just take me out of this world now. And every day they're standing in Ganga. And we praying once a week and we say, God, give me a miracle. The difference in the world. Take this now. It is said in our scripture. We speak of a great Rishi. He has given up the traits of the world. He's given up the world at large and he's gone into the forest. And while he's in the forest, by himself, he decides to stand to pray. And he's standing on one foot and he's praying to the Divine Lord. I'll tell you something. To those who know the scriptures or have listened to many scriptures put together, it is said in the age of Satyuga, the first age in the universe. How many ages are there? I give you any hint. How many stages? 4. What are the names of the stages? Satyug, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga and Kali Yuga. In the age of Satyug, everybody were divine people. And if you wanted God to manifest and bless you, you had to pray intensely for God to accept your prayer because you were supposed to be a good person. So in order for God to bless you, people had to stand up on one foot for hundreds of years. People had to stand up and give up everything and just stand up like this on one foot. And 100 years will pass and they will have to pray. In the age of Treta Yuga, Bhagwan Sri Ramachandra came into that age and he said to the people of the world, he says, pray. Pray with a pure heart. But you still have to pray for maybe 100 years, maybe 75 years. Pray, stand up and pray. People will sit in the mountains and they will close their eyes and they will just intake the air and they will live through the air. Do you know you can live through air? You all know you can live through air? How? It's a gradual thing. Don't just start tomorrow and start living off the air. You know? You go fall down. You gradually learn to do meditation and you gradually start to take the particles of the air. Through the particles of the air, you can elevate yourself. You can live. You can survive. The third stage of the universe, that which is called Dwapar Yuga. It is said when the people of the earth in the age of Dwapar Yuga had come, they decided that they wanted to pray to the Divine Lord. They prayed and they prayed, but they still realized that they had their shortcomings and Bhagwan would manifest. So Bhagwan Shri Krishna in the end of that age, he says to the people, Patram pushpam palam toyam yome bhakta priyachate. He says, you know what? In the age of Kali Yuga to come, it will be very hard for somebody to pray. So here's what. If you get them to offer one little drop of water and say, Om Namah Shivaya, Jai Bhagwan, thank God, they pray. If you got somebody to take one stone, take one leaf, take one fruit, whatever it may be, and say, Om Namah Shivaya, that in itself will be a blessing. Bhagwan Shri Krishna was compassionate. And then in the age of Kali Yuga it came. And in this age of Kali Yuga, it is not an easy one. In this age, it's hard to get people to pray. It's hard to tell people to come out and do devotion. It's hard to get the people to take part. People sit down and they fold their arms like this. Well, yeah, sing now. I listen in. You sound good. It's hard to get people to lift their hands like this and pray. Because after 1 minute, they put it back down and they're tired. Today, tonight, we will wake up that spiritual energy. And allow the devatas to know that with the extra effort that we will put, we want a miracle. We want blessings. We want protection. We want guidance. We want good things to come. We want magic, as we were to say, the jadoo of the world to take place and to bring all the good things that we want in our lives. Give us the understanding for that which is right. As we begin on this time, we join all together. Everybody with one voice. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. By yourself now. I'm not going to help you. You all ready? Hare Krishna. Very nice. Kya baat? So while you're singing, I want to tell you something. Don't look at nobody when you're singing. Because when you look at people when you're singing, they feel shy and they don't want to sing. Just look at me. And you all sing. But firstly, everybody under the tent, inside, under the red tent, I don't want to hear you. I want to hear everybody outside tonight. All the devotees under the white tent, I want to hear you tonight. And if you all sing real good, we're going to let you eat first. Right, Uncle Mahesh? So we have a deal here. Everybody outside in the white tent, you ready? Hare Krishna. You all hearing them? Yeah? Hare Ram. Nice. Rama Ram. Rama Ram Hare. Navita na hearing you, huh? We're about to join all together. Beautiful chant, everybody know. Jai Radha Madhava. Let us build the energy in this wonderful Yagyashala as we're about to awaken the beautiful strength of our Lord. Our Swami lives in the forest. He has given up everything in the world. God never tell you to put everything in a bag and just take a bundle. You know what's a Jaji bundle? You all know what's Jaji bundle? God never said to take a little bundle, put it on your shoulder and leave everything and just go in the forest and live. He never said that. He said enjoy the niceties of the world. Enjoy what you have. But don't be enslaved by what you have and think that you're egoistic because you have something. Enjoy it, but don't become a victim of it. Today, sing for the Lord. A guru has left everything and he has gone into the forest and he has built an ashram and he's living peacefully in the ashram. What is an ashram? What is an ashram? Tonight, this is the ashram. The ashram is the place where the holy people come together, where spiritual guidelines are taught, and where devotees motivate themselves through spiritual knowledge. Tonight we are here in this beautiful ashram. The beautiful home of Bhaiji Mahesh has been transformed. You didn't come by his house. You came to the ashram where the yajna is taking place. And while you're here in this ashram, it is up to you and it is up to me to create this spot, a holy spot. In India, when you go to Vrindavan, you will just see buildings and you will see rocks and you will see everything. And it is only when you realize Lord Krishna was here, then you say, oh, yeah, the Vrindavan. When you go to Ayodhya in India, you will go and you will see these little temples and the little mandirs that are there. And you say, but look, this looks just like the one in Guyana. And this one looks just like the one in Trinidad. And you know what makes the difference? God walked there, so it became Ayodhya. God walked there, so it became Vrindavan. Today, Bhagwan's presence can be here. It is up to me and you to sing and to clap. And we can change this entire place into this spot of the devatas. Jai Radha Madhava. We sing all together. Jai Radha Madhava. Jai Kunja Vihari. Jai Radha Madhava. Jai Kunja Vihari. And with the hands now. Jai Ho! Everybody boliye. Jai Radha Madhava. Jai Kunja Vihari. Jai Radha Madhava. Jai Kunja Vihari. यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनारञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनारञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनारञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनारञ्जन यमुना तीरवानचारी यमुना तीरवानचारी जय गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंजली हरे अब से कहते ना बोलिए हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण Everybody by yourself. Hare Rama. Hare. One more time and everybody at the back. Holy. Hare Rama. Rama. Hare. 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna. Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tera यमुना तेरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी बोलिए बोलिए जय राधा जय हरे राम हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Shri Gajananda Swami ki jai. Tonight, my dear friends, when the Guru lived in the forest, he created an ashram. The ashram is not just the house. Have you ever heard the inner meaning and the deeper meaning? There's a difference between the house and the home, not so? What is the house and what is the home? The house is made up of blocks or wood. That is the house. But the home is where you put the love into it and you make it that place that is filled with warmth to live in. Today in our scriptures, when this Guru, when he went into the forest and he started to live by himself, he lived creating an ashram. But in order to maintain spirituality, he had to practice whatever he did with a disciplined mind. He had to be disciplined in what he did. There are many traits in the world that divert our minds from being disciplined. Many things. How do you keep yourself disciplined? There are a few things I'll tell you. Stop looking at every situation to be a bad one. Start with that. There are many people who walk around us and maybe you know somebody is probably not a good type person. Maybe somebody did something bad in their life. Maybe somebody didn't do something right and you know or you hear of it. And after that, when you walk around them, you move away because you know what? You're afraid you get contaminated with some form of negative energy. For an example, maybe somebody who's a drug addict on the block. And after you see that person, you want to move away from them because you don't want to feel as though you'll get pulled into it. Mentally, if you're disciplined, you wouldn't be drawn into negativity. Assume that the people in your lives and the people around you, they have a good intention. If you think like that, you wouldn't look at anybody bad. Assume first one. That's one form of discipline. Secondly, avoid using negative words. When you get angry, what kind of words you use? Are you really laughing? When you get angry, what kind of words you lose? Bhaji Mahesh, when them girls get angry, what do they say? You know what you're supposed to tell me? They can't say anything. Otherwise? Discipline from early. Discipline is important in our lives to achieve anything. When a child is growing up, we need to discipline the child so the child knows what is right and what is wrong. When the child is growing up, you know, today when we look at the world, recently while having a conversation, in the world today, we must still say thank God for some of the people in the Caribbean, like in Trinidad and in Guyana and so on. When a child is growing up, we still have the opportunity to discipline the child. When the child goes abroad, if you only pick up something to hit the child, we'll call the police. It's that easy. Everybody have rights. At the age of 5 and 6 and 7, they stand up and say, I have rights. Because they look at YouTube and they look at Facebook and they learn to understand. We have rights. You can't hit me, mommy. I go call the police for you. In this land and in this world today, in the Caribbean countries, especially Guyana, Trinidad, as I were to say, we still have the opportunity to discipline our children. Tell them what is right. Tell them what is wrong. If they make a mistake, yes, we might raise a hand. And people in the world might say, you know what, that's harsh. You're not supposed to hit the child. But how did you learn? Where are you today? In the Yagyashala. Imagine if your parent never dragged you out of the bed one day to say, go to the mandir. Where do you think you would be today? Maybe on the block. Nobody knows. Imagine if your mother never woke you up from the bed and said, you have to go service today. I don't care what you say. You're going to the mandir this morning. You're going to Yajna tonight. To all the young children who came tonight and given trouble. All the parents come and tell me who given trouble after. To all the children who said, I'm not coming to the mandir. To all the children who say, I'm not going to Yajna. To all the children who refuse, but today you're here. It is for your benefit. We need to take care of the generation ahead. They're forgetting what God is. They're forgetting the reality of life and what God is supposed to be. And 15 years down the road and 20 years down the road, they won't even know how to pray. When they have a problem, they won't know who to turn to. They will turn to the friends, and the friends that they will have will destroy them little by little. It says in order to rise in the world, we must start detaching ourselves and become disciplined. It says avoid using negative words to become a disciplined personality. It says begins your day. Baba Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai, he taught the world by saying every single day, expect something good and have a good mindset when you start your day. If you had a fight the day before, it's okay. When you wake up the next day, be positive minded. You all could do that? You know what Baba said? Start your day with love. You all start your day with love? You know what I hear people say? And next day again? People wake up to the alarms, and when the alarms go off, they just hit it off like this. Oh God, the thing going off again? Baba says with good intentions every single day, start your day with love. Spend your day with love. Fill your day with love. And love is the way to God. You all ever hear that? Baba Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai says this. Listen. Start your day with love. Spend your day with love. Fill your day with love. And love is the way to God. Start your day with love. Spend your day with love. Fill your day with love. And love is the way to God. 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 Start your day with love. Spend your day with love. Fill your day with love. And love is the way to God. Start every single day with love for God. Start your day by being a person of gratitude. Thank you, Lord, that I'm alive, because there are many people who went to sleep and never got up. Start your day, my friends, with a smile. Start your day by laughing all the time. Start your day with laughter, not agitation, not anger, not being stressed and worried, but start your day with a good mindset. And most of all, he says, start your day without complaining about the world. Start your day with love. Spend your day with love. Fill your day with love. And love is the way to God. 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 Start your day with... What kind of love is that? I didn't hear no love there. You all ready? Start your day with... Yeah, everybody in the back. Start your day... Like the people vexed in the back there, boy. Start your day with... Spend your day with... Fill your day with... And love is the way to... So let me change that now. Start your day with Padinargo side. Fill your day with Padinargo side. When you wake up, put on that YouTube and you get on. Start your day with love every single day. Forget the whole world. Start your day the right way. If you start your day the right way, your day goes well. Your day will be prosperous. You'll be successful in what you do. It starts with the little things like discipline that you do in your life. For example, stop complaining about others. Y'all think you could do that? Do you know how many people live their life just complaining? He not good, she not good, the job they giving problems, home they only quarreling, my children giving trouble. How many people complain every single day? You know what complaints bring? Stress. You know what stress bring? Sickness. You know what sickness bring? Mar gaya. You die. You die fast. Stop complaining about people in the world. And I want to ask the young people something. What kind of music do you listen to? What kind of music you listen to, bhai? What kind of music you listen to? Oh, very good. She said Pandit Narad Gosai. Music has a big impact on your life. What you listen to drives your mind. A lot of the times when people decide to commit suicide is because they're thinking so many things and they start listening to music that is just too much. It's bombarding their thoughts and their mind. They become lost, they become confused, and they say, you know what, I just want to end it all. I'm fed up, I'm frustrated. Listen to peaceful music. Listen to calm music. Listen to music that can allow you to be motivated. Listen to the tunes of beautiful sounds. There are instruments in the world that can calm you. Walk into the forest sometimes. Just walk into nature sometimes and just listen to nature. Listen to the sound of water sometimes. Listen to nice, calming music. Listen to the birds chirping. Take the energies of nature and build your life with it. Don't destroy it. Nowadays, you see young people, they have on the phone and they have the AirPods like this and they do so. And when I see my godchildren, I say, let me hear what bhajan you're listening to. And they run. Because it's not bhajan. What are you listening? Something going Jubi Java. The music you listen to impacts on your life. The time you take to listen all the types of music in the world. Motivate yourself. Nourish, don't laugh. You in that. The music you listen to impacts on your life. Listen to the right music. That is discipline. Listen to the right tunes that will motivate you. Today, and while having conversations with people, too many people today in society are destroying their lives. Too many young people wasting their life. Too many young girls are running after the world because they find something fancy outside there. Where is your character? Where is your personality? Where is who you are as a person in society? Keep yourself knit, my friends. Allow your children in the world today to find themselves, because determination and with discipline, they can achieve anything that they want. Be a determined person. Whatever you want to accomplish, you can accomplish it. Be determined to do so. Who is there to guide you? Manasa bhajare Guru Charanam Dostara Bhavasagar Taranam. Bolo Manasa bhajare Guru Charanam Dostara Bhavasagar Taranam. Guru Maharaja Guru Jai Jai. Guru Maharaja Guru Jai Jai. Sainath Sadguru Jai Jai. Satya Sainath Sadguru Jai Jai. Manasa bhajare Guru Charanam Dostara Bhavasagar Taranam. Dostara Bhavasagar Taranam. Dostara Bhavasagar Taranam. If you want to motivate yourself, be a determined person. Now listen. It is said when the Guru went into the forest with a determined mind, he started to pray. And while he would try not to be disturbed by anybody, they say when you're praying, don't let people disturb you. When you're praying, don't let people break your concentration. He was praying like this. He's standing on one foot and his eyes are closed. And he's chanting Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. And he's chanting constantly. And suddenly now some thieves from the village, they were running. And they were coming up to him. And when he heard footsteps, he's in meditation but doesn't break concentration. He peeps a little bit and he sees. And he sees these thieves are coming and they have bags of stuff that they stole. And they looked at him and he said, Guru, pranams, could we hide in your ashram? But he's like this. He's praying and he doesn't want to break that thought of prayer. So he just closes back his eyes. And when he closes his eyes, the thieves, realizing that he didn't say anything, they called all the rest of them. And they said, come, let's hide in the back here. Guru didn't say anything, that means you don't have a problem. Let's go and hide here. While in the midst of hiding inside the ashram, he's just like this. All of a sudden the police come. When the police came, they walked up to the sage. He opened the eyes, he's chanting Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. And he's chanting. And the police come. Did you see thieves passing by? And he's like this, Om Namah Shivaya. And the police, hey, did you see thief pass right here? And he didn't even move. Om Namah Shivaya. And he's lost. Being that he's lost, he doesn't say anything. The police say, you know what? He's not saying anything. Search the ashram. And when they search the ashram, they find all the stolen goods. And they saw all the thieves hiding inside there. And they stopped now and they called the entire team, all the army, they came out. And when they came out now, They said, take everybody and lock them up. This is the place that they're hiding. Lock up all the thieves. This Swami was hiding for them too because he didn't say anything. Lock you up too. Lock him up also. And they walked up to the Swami, and while he's like this, at that point when he saw them coming, they pulled him by the hand and they broke his devotion, and they then tied his hands together, and along with all the thieves that are passing by, they tied him with everybody, and they're walking now and they're going to the palace of the king because they must be judged. And while they're heading into the kingdom, he starts to wonder in his mind what is happening. But while he's wondering in his thoughts what is happening and why is he caught, he's walking and he's walking into the palace. And when suddenly he reaches the palace, the king looks at everybody and the king says, today you have all stolen, and the price for thieves is that you shall die in the kingdom, right in the jail area. Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki Jai. He refuses to speak, but the king says, put them to death, all of them. The police who were there, they know there was a Swami there. Raja, everybody must die. Have you ever heard? Show me your friends and I will tell you who you are. Be careful of the company you keep, because if one person get locked up, everybody get locked up. Be careful of the people you associate with, because if people deem one person, and look how nice this is, if this side here, this team of people, let's say you all are together and you all having a nice conversation, you all gaffing nice, and let's say one person bad talk me and somebody hear that, you know what a person going to say? If you hear how all of them bad talk the pandit, not so? You are branded by the company you keep. You're branded by the people you associate with. If the people you associate with think that they are bigger than everybody else, when you associate with them, people brand you, he's just like everybody. She's just like everybody. Be careful of the company that you keep. He's been caught, and while he's caught, he starts to question in his mind, I wonder what did I do wrong? I pray every day. Have you ever asked yourself why bad things happen to good people? You ever asked that? How many people ask that? Like bad thing happen to you or what? You ever ask yourself why bad things happen to good people? Have you asked yourself, well, you know what, I'm praying, every day I'm offering jal, every day I light diya, every day I'm fasting, I'm doing devotion, but yet something bad happening. Have you ever asked why? Let me tell you tonight, nothing happens by guess. Nothing. I'm not here, Bhaiji Mahesh, by guess. When we spoke and you decided, well, you know what, I wonder if to do this yajna, boy. It would have been God instilling that thought in your mind at the right time of the universe to say, you know what, tell him yes. If not, you might just stumble a little bit and be like, nah. By the universe, by the entire cosmos, by God, everything is willed to happen. Nothing happens by guess. Myself and my group, we were having a conversation just last night, right? And we were speaking about untimely death. You all believe that there's untimely death? How many people think so? Well, I mustn't afraid to pop your hand and think, sometimes we just give out prize, look, we have apple and thing. How many people believe in untimely death? How many people believe that there's nothing called untimely death? A few? How many people don't know? How many people walk with your hand? You walk with your foot, right? Let me tell you, God gives us life. And before we come into the world, according to Garud Puran and Katha Upanishad, it is said in Katha Upanishad, a child walked up to the god of death and asked this question. He was called Nachiketa. If God says that when I send you into the world, I will give you a certain time to live, you're given a life to live and to be there for a certain time. For those who don't know, I want you to take a moment and just understand it so that you don't become confused about life. Too many people are confused about life. I'll tell you. Bhagwan says that before you came into the world, He would have shown you the path that you would have taken. Who would be your mother? Who would be your father? What kind of job you're going to have when you reach a certain age? If you will have a job at all. When you were to get married, who will be there in your life? If the person will be the right person for you, not the right person, what choices you'll choose to be and to happen. Bhagwan says, I will send you in the world and this will be your life. And when I show it unto you, you will live until you're 50 years old. And He will probably tell you alongside that at the age of 50, you'll have a heart attack and then you'll come back to me. And you agreed. Okay, Bhagwan, no problem, I agree. Or, according to your karma, he would have said to you, well, you will meet with an accident at the age of 60, and from 60 you will die and you will come back to me. And you say, no problem. And it was all scheduled, and it was all aligned, and everything was in place. And you came into the world. That's timely death, because it was all planned. That's when you will die. But there's one thing that is called untimely death. When you, of your own accord, decide that you want to end your life because you are frustrated, because you're confused, because life is not going the way you want it to go, because you're not happy with the life that you have, or the world that you live in. When you decide that you're fed up of this world and you want to take your life, and somebody drink poison on their own, God didn't tell you, well, when you reach 50, drink poison, you know. God says, I'll give you a full life until this age. When you choose to end your life because you want to drink poison, or you want to hang yourself, or you want to destroy your life on your own, that's untimely death. Because you chose to end your life, not Bhagwan. It didn't happen in an accident. Accidents are meant to be. The accident where somebody fall off their house and die, it's meant to be. The accident where the car accident takes place, it's meant to be. Whatever situations happen and you die in a sleep, it was meant to be. Whatever situations happen and probably with illness or sickness you had to die, it's meant to be. But when you choose on your own to kill yourself, that's your choice. Now for the people of this beautiful village in Albion here, I know recently many people have been talking about it. I'll tell everybody, and for the young people, I want you to know, you don't know how long God has given you. Maybe God gave you 50 years. I'm just saying as an average. If at the age of 30 years, you got fed up of a relationship and frustrated, and at the age of 30, you decided, you know what, I'm going to kill myself. People kill themselves for nonsense, huh? I'll tell you, be careful. Young people, use your head, not your emotions. Young people kill themselves because the boy didn't get the girl. Young people kill themselves because my mother don't like the boy. Young people kill themselves because I didn't get to go to the correct school. Young people kill themselves because of peer pressure. They force me to do it. People kill themselves for no reason. But let me tell you, when you think you're having problems here, if you were supposed to live till 50, and at the age of 30, you decided to take your life, remember this. When you die, there are no rituals to perform for you. Bhaiji Pandit Krishu, I know we work together. And all the other Pandits who are here. According to the Garuda Puran, when your time is fit to die, it means that the God of death would have come and take your soul. The body would have been disposed of in the right way. And now the soul will wait in the hands of God to get the offerings and the Shraddha and the 13th day and all these 1 year and so on. But if you decide to end your life before, God not come in there. So you're not going to get nothing. You're not going to get the 13th day. You're not going to get any offering that is given to you. All the food you take out, the soul not going to get it because he's not ready to die yet. He remains as a wandering spirit in the world. And as a wandering spirit, if you decided to destroy your life at the age of 30 and you were supposed to live until 50, then from 30 until 50, you know what you become? You know what's a zombie? You become a zombie. I know some of you is zombie, but we're talking about the different zombie. You become a zombie. You become a spirit wandering in the world. And only at the age of 50, when that time comes, Bhagwan comes and says, you're ready now? And then Bhagwan takes you out. But here's what, when Bhagwan takes you at the age of 50, remember 30, your family don't do the little prayers. You got nothing from it because you wasn't supposed to die. So when Bhagwan comes at the age of 50 now and you're fed up of this world, miserable as a bhoot and a pret, they call it, wandering everywhere. At that point now, when God is ready to take you, you say, God, I'm hungry. He say, well, you can't get nothing now because the people are supposed to give it to you. They already gave and you were not supposed to get it then. So you get no food. You get nothing to drink. You're not comfortable. You're unhappy. You're miserable. To the young people, if you think ending your life is the solution, it is the beginning of more problems. It is wasting your life. More problems are to come. So think tonight. Understand the importance of the life that you have. Today, when the Guru stood there, he wondered in his mind, what did I do? Was this destined to happen? I want to find out. I was praying to God, and every day I'm praying to God, and all of a sudden I get locked up and I get put to death. What did I do so? And while he's thinking about it, he's in the line, and he's on the line up now to be destroyed. And at that point, listen to this beautiful bhajan. He Pavana परमेश्वर मेरी, हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरी, मन ही मन शर्मा। बोलो बोलो। मैली चादर और के कैसे द्वार तुम्हारे आओ, द्वार तुम्हारे आओ, हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरी, मन ही मन शर्माओ। मैली चादर और के कैसे। Everybody follow. मैली चादर और के कैसे, मैली चादर और के कैसे, द्वार तुम्हारे आओ, द्वार तुम्हारे आओ, हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरी, मन ही मन शर्माओ। मैली चादर और के कैसे। तूने मुझको जग में भेजा, निर्मल कर दे पाया, आकर के संसार में मैंने इसको लाया लगाया। जन्म जन्म की मैली चादर कैसे दाग छुड़ाओ। मैली चादर और के कैसे। Everybody. निर्मल वाणी पाकर तुझसे नाम न तेरा गाया, नैन मूंद कर हे परमेश्वर, कभी ना तुझको ध्याया। मन वीणा की तारी तूते, अब क्या गीत सुनाओ। मैली चादर और के कैसे। It is said in the world that we live in today, we are walking around with a chadar, many chadar or ke kaise. The chadar is the shawl, and while we are walking around with a shawl in this world, Bhagwan says, I sent you into the world with a clean chadar. Make sure when you come back, the chadar is still clean. I send you into the world to live your life. I give you the best. I will do the best for you. I will protect you and I will guide you. But make sure when you come back to me, that shawl, it's nice and it's clean. Maili chadar और के कैसे। मैली चादर और के कैसे, मैली चादर और के कैसे, द्वार तुम्हारे आओ द्वार तुम्हारे आओ, हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरी मन ही मन शरमाओ, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे, मैली चादर। हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरी, हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरी मन ही मन शरमाओ, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे। श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की। I didn't hear that good. Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki. Very nice. Only now wake up. Today in our scriptures in Bhagavatam it is said, while this sadhu, this Swami, he's standing in the line, this king comes and he looks at everybody, everybody kill them all. The sadhu says, but I don't know, I can't understand. I pray so much, every day I'm praying until you look at where I am. Sometimes we pray and more trouble come. And we ask, but why? Sometimes we are going through hurdles in our lives and we say, but I'm praying every day. I'm offering jal every day. I'm lighting every day. Yet I'm getting sick. Yet I'm having a crisis. Yet I can't see money in my hands. Everything in your life is destined to happen. Remember this. You cannot stop what is happening in your life right now, because whatever is taking place in your life, it is due to the prarabdha karma, the karmas of your past and even from the earlier parts of this life. But you can do the best now to fix for after. You can work around things now to fix for after. You can do devotion and prayer to fix your life here and now. The world lives by nothing, as we say, but karmic actions. When you do the good, you get the benefits. And when you do the bad, you pay the time, as we say. The Guru can't understand. So he's walking up in the line, and just before he's about to be beheaded, he reaches on top of the line. There's two more people in front of him. At that point, the king comes down from his throne and he walks down and he says, wait a minute, I think I know this Guru. Hey, are you the Guru from the village? Are you the one from the forest? Everybody, take this Guru out. He was in that row. And he got a word, take the Guru out. And he says, Jai Shri Ram. Whatever it may be, I don't know, but if I had to die, I will die. And he came out. And when he came out, he bid farewell, and he paid his pranams. And he says, Raja, I could tell you what happened, but the bigger question as to what happened in the world here is one thing. I want to know why I pray so much and I have to go through this kind of karma. You know what? Leave it to me. Raja, Dhanyavad. Thank you. And he left and he went his way. And when he left and he went on his path, it is said while traveling now from the kingdom to the forest, he stopped midway and he closed his eyes and he says, today I will pray to ask for the answer. And he summons the god of death. The god of death name is called Lord Yamraj. He summons the god of death. And when he summons him, he says, I as a spiritual guru today, I can't remember doing anything bad. I want you to come and tell me why. Why God of death? Why have you put me in this position to face torments and to face the pain that I was about to go through? Don't you know that I am a Brahmana and you put me on death row? Don't you know it's a sin to destroy a guru? Don't you know it's a sin to kill a Brahmana? And you're the God of death and you've put me here? Today I question you. What have you done? And while he's questioning, at that point the God of death in his skies looked down because his name is called. And he says, let me get there. Let me be there. Let me see what is happening. He says, Brahmavitta Katre Shadranam Yo Bali Bhavitra Niprati Prajahi Lubday Rajanao Nirday Dasya Dharma Bhi. It says that the God of death came down. And he says, my friend, you've summoned me, but why? Can't you understand how the world works? He says, yes, I understand how the world works. But today you put me here. They say, what you sow, so shall you. Yes, what you sow, so shall you reap. What you do is exactly what you will get back. You can't do good and expect bad. You can't do bad and expect good. What you sow, so shall you reap. He says, but God of that, I'm praying since I know myself, I'm praying. How come you put me on death row today? I can't understand. You face problems sometimes. We face adversity sometimes. We have crises that come sometimes and we ask why, not so? Today what happened, Mom? We ask why. But why me? But I pray and we ask why. Why does it have to happen to me? And we question so many things. But at the same time, everything has been destined to happen. Nothing happens without the will of the Divine Lord. On that day, when Sri Ram stood at the front of Ayodhya and he was about to leave, and everybody looked at him and they're saying, Prabhu, don't go and stay. He says, I was scheduled to leave here. Shri Ram Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama Chora Guna Jaya Varam Pare Shri Rama Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Ram Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jaya Jaya Rama Oh Shri Ram Jai Ram Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Everybody Shri Rama What happened there? You all ever hear when some people get a little lifeless? Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki Pavan Sudha Hanuman ki One voice everybody Shri Rama That is the real action there Shri Rama Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jaya Ram Shri Rama Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Rama Jaya Ram. Bole, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Rama Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Rama Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Rama Jaya Rama. Tatasya nivedanam dharma satyam shaucham kshamadaya kalena balena rajan nanga kshayatvaya smriti. It is said, Bhaktas, that while this guru decided to call upon the god of death, he says to the god of death, I want to question you. Why did you allow me to live this life? I'm doing all the best that I can. I'm doing all the good that I can. But yet you put me in all this trouble. Why? Don't you know it's not a good thing to harass the good people? Do you know what my guru taught me in India? You see, when people are for real, like they're real, they're not fake. Listen this. You know when people pray for real? Do you know when people are genuine? Do you know when they're spiritual people? They worship God every day and they do their devotion and they're highly spiritual people. You must never give them trouble. Do you know that? If holy people are taunted and you give them trouble, if by the slip of a tongue they say something bad unto you, trouble comes. If by the slip of a tongue they wish you bad, bad things happen. Because they are living this holy life, they've created an amount of energy, and by them saying something about you, that energy throws back at you. If by chance you hurt a spiritual person and they just think, you know what, I don't know why you do that for, he should fall down. Lo and behold, you see the person fall down. And you know what you might say? In Trinidad we say goat mouth. Rajanji, over here what you call it? Black tongue. You know what black tongue is? What is black tongue? Huh? You call it black tongue, right? You'll ever do something to somebody and they say, that's good for you, you go fall along. Anybody ever tell you things like that? What you call it, black tongue? Yeah, boy, we say goat mouth. When there are spiritual people who pray very often and build a beautiful energy, you never taunt such people. Because when you taunt them, if by thought or by speech they say or they think something, bad things can happen. This person says today, this guru says, Lord of Death, you are Lord Yamraj, but because of your actions, you put me here now to go and die. I almost died for no reason. How come this happened? He says, well, I didn't cause it. It wasn't for me that you were supposed to die. You say you got out? It wasn't time yet. He says, but you put me in this predicament to taunt me. But why? Because you're the God of Death. And he starts to blame the God of Death. And the God of Death says to him, he says, well, you know what? This is how karma works in the world. You see, what you did today, or what you did one day, it came back. Today it will haunt you now. But what did I do? I pray every day. I glorify God every day. I do worship every day. What did I do? And the God of Death, he shows him part of his life. And that part of his life, it is said when the guru was a child, and he was at the age of 3. At the age of 3, he saw a little ant walking on the ground. And he walked up to the ant at the age of 3. And he looked at the ants and he did this. What is that? He looked at the ants and he did this. He said the soul within that body had to experience pain. And that soul had to leave the body because that individual died. You have been praying and your good karma is good. But the one thing that is keeping you back, what is bringing pain and suffering to your life, is that one bad deed that you did. He says, but I was a child, I didn't know anything. I was small. He says, yes, you were a child, but every action has a reaction. He says, well, today, you were about to put me to death. And it is said in Garuda Puran, the killing of a Brahmana, that is one of the greatest sins in the world. So I will also shrap you today. I will curse you today. Because you wanted to put me to death. And it is said, this person, this guru, he looked at the beautiful form of the God of Death and he placed a curse. He says, today I will shrap you and I will send you to the earth. I will put you to the earth to live for 100 years. and you will experience worldly life. So that you will know that as a child while growing up, you don't remember when you do something wrong. You wanted to put me to death for that? Today you will learn the same way. And then he put his hands together, and having cast out the god of death to the earth, it is said the gods of the skies came down to beg. They're begging, please don't send the god of death to the earth. Then who will rule and who will be in charge? And he says, well, this is what you should have thought of before he decided to act. Think before you act, before you end up in problems. I killed an ant, one ant, and look what has happened to me. I almost died. But today, he will have to learn. And then who came to save him? Hara Hara Govinda, Hare Gopala, Hara Hara Govinda, Hare Gopala, Hara Hara Govinda, Hare Gopala, Hara Hara Govinda, Hare Gopala. At the age of 3, he killed ants. And again, big now was a guru. He nearly died. How many ants you killed? How many ants you killed? Plenty, yeah? How many mosquito you killed? Jai Bhagwan. Little bit? Every time you see a mosquito, nice, I catch him. When you see a trail of ants, you go and you bring in now the spray. Zzz. Jai Narayan. Did you take a second to liberate them soul? Hari Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Every little creature that you kill. But not just that. Don't feel offended. But every time you do so, what is that? What is that? That's eating something, right? Eating what? Quack, quack. You know my guru used to say? My guru used to say, if you're driving a car and you see the depot, turn the other side. Because by looking and not doing something about it, you're a part of that too. Turn the other side. Imagine an ant allowed a guru with all the elevation of spirituality to almost die and suffer in hell for that because he killed one ant. Imagine what we do. And we think back to the beginning of the Katha. We think lighting one diya for the week, God should give us a miracle. We think doing prayers one time in a month, God will give us a miracle and life could go really good. We think that just doing one prayer for the year is good and that is going to change our life. We need to pray every single day. He looked at the God of death and he says, I will send you to the earth for 100 years. But 100 years on the earth is only 3.5 months, 3 1/3 months in the skies. It's different time. He was sent down to the earth and he says, okay, you know what? Instead of taking it the bad way, you know, sometimes people tell you something and we take it the wrong way. Instead of taking it the bad way, he says, you know what? Probably this is a plan of Bhagavan Shri Krishna to bring forth something good. Remember what I said for disciplined mind? Always see good in every situation. He says, maybe this is for the good. So he went down to the earth and Bhagavan Krishna says, go into that womb. You must take birth in this womb. And when he went into the womb of a mother called Queen Ambalika, it is in the age of Dwapar Yuga. He goes into the womb of the mother. The mother gives birth. And while she gives birth, it is the era, it is the period, it is the time where Bhagavan Shri Krishna will take his manifestation. It is said this personality was no ordinary person. He was the God of death sent down to the earth for 100 years. But he was sent for a purpose. He was one of the main factors of personality by the name of Vidhur. And he was one of the main persons in Mahabharata, where he stood in war, and in that war, Bhagavan Shri Krishna stood there. And on a battlefield to fight, Bhagavan Shri Krishna looked at him from eye to eye. And he says, remember your purpose. If you die at my hands, you go back right up there. But remember your purpose in the world. Tonight, do you remember your purpose? What are you here for? Beginning of the questions. When we started the night, I started to ask everybody, why do you need to be here? You know why? Because God has given us an experience in the world to take us ourselves back out of the world and return to Him, to remember who we are, to remember that we are a spark of the personality of God. And if you can learn the right way and live according to the scriptures and discipline in life, then you'll go back to Bhagwan and merge and become one with Him, and you'll never come back into this world. What is your purpose? Tonight sing, clap, glorify the deities, and receive your blessings. One voice. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. To finalize this beautiful night, to all the devotees who are here, it is said when Bhagavan Shri Krishna spoke to Vidur, he says, Vidur, I'll tell you, people of the world don't know and they don't understand what life has brought, the short life that we have in the world, what to do to benefit themselves and what not to do. And he says the times will pass. Satyug will go, Treta Yuga will go, Dwapar Yuga will go, and Kali Yuga will come. And even in the age of Kali Yuga, people will be confused. But Bhagavatam speaks about what to expect in Kali Yuga. If you hear what the scriptures say about Bhagavatam, Bhagavatam was written how many hundreds of years ago? And it talks about what is happening in today's world. And if you hear it, you'll say, yes, that's true. That really happening now. And how long ago it was written? He Ramachandra kahi gaye siya se, He Ramachandra kahi gaye siya se, Aisa Kali Yuga aayega. Aisa Kali Yuga, the age of Kali Yuga has come. Finally tonight, what happens in this age? We'll find out tomorrow night. What happens in Kali Yuga and what is supposed to happen? You'll find out tomorrow night what takes place in Kali Yuga. The good and the bad of Kali Yuga. But we end with this beautiful bhajan tonight. As it says, Aisa Kali Yuga aayega, Hansa chuega, dana dhunka, kawa moti khayega. He Ramachandra kahi gaye siya se, Ramachandra kahi gaye siya se, Aisa Kali Yuga aayega, Hansa chuega, dana dhunka, kawa moti khayega. He Ramachandra kahi gaye siya se. क्या बात है, everybody बोलो. It is said, my dear friends, in the world today, while we are worshipping the deities, our scriptures have spoken the good things. Our scriptures have taught the world what is right and what is wrong. And while we don't understand the importance of our beautiful books, learn to live a good life so you don't make the same mistakes twice. Learn to live a good life so you don't build karma. The little things like killing an insect builds karma. My guru, whenever he would walk through the ashram and he will go to sit down, you will see him tiptoeing. And one day I said, Guruji, but why are you tiptoeing for? He says, because I don't want to even crush an ant, because that is karma. And even I learned, take your time in the world when you carry about yourself. Karma bhi hoga, karma bhi hoga, dharma bhi hoga, karma bhi hoga, parantu sharma nahi hogi. Baat baat mein maata pita to pita aake bitaayega. He Ramachandra kahi gaye siya se. राजा और प्रजा दोनों में ओ किनिश दिन की चाताने, ओ की चाताने। कर्म कर्म पर करेंगे दोनों अपनी अपनी मनमानी, ओ मनमानी। जिसके हाथ में होगी लाठी, जिसके हाथ में होगी लाठी, भाई वो ये रह जाएगा। अजतेगा राणा चूका कावा मोती खाएगा। हे रामचंद्र कह गए सिया से, बोलो। सुनो सिया कल युग में काला धन और काले होंगे, काले होंगे। चोर उचक्के नगर से और प्रभु भक्त निर्धन होंगे, निर्धन होंगे। जो होगा वो भी और भोगी, जो होगा वो भी और भोगी, वो योगी कहलाएगा। अचुएगा राणा चुंगा कौवा मोती खाएगा। हे रामचंद्र कह गए सिया से, मंदिर सोना सोना होगा, भरी रहेगी मधुशाला, ओ मधुशाला। I want you all to listen to this verse tonight. This is your last message for tonight. The scriptures say, long ago this song says, मंदिर सोना सोना होगा, भरी रहेगी मधुशाला, हो मधुशाला। You know what this song says? मंदिर सोना सोना होगा. It says in Kali Yuga, right? In Kali Yuga, when people go to the mandir, when people go to the yajna, people go sleep. You all sleep when? Sona means to sleep. It says, we had to prove this song wrong, you know. It says when people go to the yajna, people go being hung up so. We had to prove this wrong. But you know something? When they go to the rum shop, yeah, I'll tell you straight. When they go to the rum shop, when they go to the party house, you don't have to tell them clap or no. As soon as the music starts, automatically. As soon as the music starts, they start to dance. But when you tell them clap in yajna, Jai Narayan, everybody. मंदिर सोना सोना होगा, भरी रहेगी मधुशाला, ओ मधुशाला. पिता के संग भरी सभा में नाचे, नाचेंगे की घर वाला, की घर वाला. कैसा कन्या दान पिता है, कैसा कन्या दान पिता है, कन्या का जनकाएगा. अचुएगा राना तुमका कौवा मोती खाएगा. हे रामचंद्र कह गए सिया से, रामचंद्र कह गए सिया से, ऐसा कलयुग आएगा. अचुएगा राना तुमका कौवा मोती खाएगा. हे रामचंद्र कह गए सिया से. वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की, उमापति महादेव की जय. With this, my friend, we end our beautiful message tonight. As we end our message, I want to invite you to come tomorrow night to hear about Kali Yuga, and also on the third night, which will be our final night here. And when you come, make sure you come with the same energy. If by chance you forget that energy home, turn back until you get it and then come back. Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki. As we've completed our beautiful message, let us stand for final Aarti. आरती कुंज विहारी की श्री गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी की आरती कुंज बिहारी की श्री गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी की आरती कुंज बिहारी की श्री गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी गले में बजते माला माला बजावे मुझ मधुर बाला बाला श्रवण में कुंडल जल डाला डाला नंद के आनंद आनंद घन कौन ब्रज चंद्र राधिका रमन बिहारी की गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी की आरती कुंज बिहारी की गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी गगन सम अंग कांति काले काले राधिका कमलई आली आली रतन में चर्चे बन माली माली ब्रह्म से अलग सूरी तिलक चंद से फलक ललित छवि श्यामा प्यारे की गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी की आरती कुंज बिहारी की गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी बोले जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल 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 राधा रमन हरि बोल जय राधा रमन हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल जय राधा रमन हरि मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दं माधवं जय जय राधा जय जय राधा जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय राधा रमण हरि बोल ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय 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 त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। ॐ शान्ति 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 हरि ओम्। स्वामिनाथ सच्चिदानंद जय गुरुनाथ सच्चिदानंद। स्वामीनाथ सच्चिदानंद जय गुरुनाथ सच्चिदानंद। स्वामीनाथ सच्चिदानंद जय गुरुनाथ सच्चिदानंद। स्वामीनाथ सच्चिदानंद जय गुरुनाथ सच्चिदानंद। हम सब है तेरे बच्चे स्वामी, हम सब है तेरे बच्चे स्वामी। तू है हमारा विधाता स्वामीनाथ, तू है हमारा विधाता स्वामीनाथ। राधे गोविंदा। राधे राधे गोविंद राधे, राधे राधे गोपाल राधे, राधे राधे गोविंद राधे, राधे 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 गोपाल राधे, राधे 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 गोविंद राधे, राधे 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 गोपाल राधे, राधे 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 गोविंद राधे, राधे 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 गोपाल राधे, राधे 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 गोविंद राधे, राधे 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 गोपाल राधे, राधे 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 गोविंद राधे, राधे 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 गोपाल राधे, राधे 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 गोविंद राधे, राधे 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 गोपाल राधे, राधे राधे। स्वामीनाथ सच्चिदानंद जय गुरुनाथ सच्चिदानंद। स्वामीनाथ सच्चिदानंद स्वामीनाथ सच्चिदानंद जय हनुमंत जय गुरुदत्त स्वामीनाथ। ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन। On this beautiful night, as we thank our Lord for blessing us with this most beautiful and opportune moment, we were only destined to be here according to the will of our destiny and according to the blessings of our good karma. परमानंद Shanti, 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 Hari Om. Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai, Umapati Mahadev ki jai, Pavan Sudha Hanuman ki jai, Satya Sanatana Dharma ki jai. Jai Jai Sitaram. Asan lijiye, let all take our seats. As we take our seats, may the blessings of our Lord be with each and every one. Once more, we will continue tomorrow night at 7 p.m. So make sure and be here to receive your blessing of the Divine Lord. And until we see Jai Sitaram, I believe members of the Kirtan Mandali will give us a few more bhajans before we do wrap up for this wonderful night.